dope it is that I was like the girl who in gym class would like get a ball to hit me in the face during like, you know, like kickball, and fast forward, I know how to do like shoulder press and leg press and like RDLs. Who am I? Like, hello my loves, welcome back for another video. Okay, we're doing a self-love check-in. I love doing these. I actually am going to be removing all of my makeup to go to the gym. It's been so gloomy here in Jersey, but I really wanted to sit down with you guys and talk to you about creating that inner sexy confidence that you've been yearning to have as an adult, and cultivating a healthy relationship with yourself, and to stop, you know, having insecurities that are unnecessary. I think a lot of people think that confidence has to do with like appearance and things like that, which I think a huge part of, you know, your confidence can come from how you look. But I have to say that like my genuine, real confidence that I've been able to create with my age that I'm at now has really honestly stemmed from within. And it's all of the things that I have been able to accumulate the knowledge of, knowing what would actually get me there, which are a lot of inner qualities that I have that I want to share with you guys, and how to kind of create that healthy, sexy relationship with yourself. I think there's no better relationship than the relationship that you're gonna have with yourself. You come onto this earth by yourself, you're gonna leave this earth by yourself, and it's really important and crucial that you like who you're looking at in the mirror, and you really find a huge purpose in just existing. I think that a lot of us realize that we are one of like billions of people on this planet, and how can we really truly think we're that great if there's so many of us? But I promise you, with the inner work and the love that you can create for yourself, you can really look at yourself as an asset to this world. And I want to help you guys find that in yourself, if that's even possible. I really do believe that absolute happiness really does come from confidence in yourself, whether it's confidence in your decision making, confidence in how you look, confidence in how you speak, confidence in what you know. It could be a million different things. And I think for me, I am finally in the place in my life where I'm confident with everything. All right, if you're struggling with your confidence, you want to feel that inner sexy, bad bitch, diva vibe, you want to feel amazing when you walk in a room, you want to have that energy, that power, that aura, please keep on watching today's video. I have a lot of insight to share with you. Also, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram has been recently. I would really appreciate it if you would go follow me on there, because I really have been loving creating content on Instagram. It's just that the algorithm has been shitty. So go follow me on there, and let's just get into today's video. Okay, so the first thing that I want to share in creating that inner sexy confidence that just radiates is going to be to stop obsessing over things you don't have or you don't add value to. So what I mean by this is, for instance, when I was younger, I would sometimes like interject in certain conversations with people, and I noticed that there were certain people who just knew more than me about certain things, and it would make me feel really insecure. Like I'd be like, wait, I don't know about, you know, parallelograms, and I don't know about pyramids, and I don't know anything about science and math. And so I would naturally kind of cower in a corner, or just feel like not confident having anything to add to the conversation. And I think a lot of the times we can really beat ourselves up over not knowing everything, not being able to add value in every way. And I think that it's important that we stop obsessing about what we don't know and start focusing on what we can add value to and what we do know. So when I got to college, I remember I had this project due in my public speaking class, and I actually really loved public speaking. It was something that I never thought I would really enjoy, but you have to literally take it when you were in my major. Actually, I believe almost every major needs to take public speaking, but I could be wrong. And when I did public speaking, I really loved that the very last project that we had to do at the very end of the semester was we had to talk about something for 5 minutes uninterrupted. And I remember being like, oh my God, 5 minutes, and the teacher's gonna put a stopwatch. And I remember thinking about what I was gonna do, like, oh, what do I wanna do for this particular project? I don't really know if I have anything to talk about. People are probably gonna talk about all their hobbies and cool things that they're smart about, and I'm just like a fun girl who likes to play and make up in my room. And then I was like, aha, I'm gonna teach people how to contour. And I felt so confident when I stepped up there. I did my entire like presentation. I showed everybody what products I use, what brush to use, how to contour, how to make it look nice, how to blend it in. And I remember like seeing my professor's face, and she was like lighting up, and it looked as if she was genuinely intrigued and wanted to know more. And it felt so good because I guess a part of me was super insecure about my lack of knowledge in like academics, but I had other things that I was knowledgeable about that to me I thought were kind of stupid. Then I ended up realizing that they're not. And it's such an amazing thing and a gift to be able to provide people with knowledge about literally anything. So moral of the story is this. I know that there's a lot of things in our life that we are insecure about due to what we don't have, don't know, or what we can't do. But let's focus more on what we can add and what we can do. And let's improve it, make it better, and be able to give it to someone to get the information from us in a great way. I know for me, I love my career now. I'm not ashamed and embarrassed of what I do. I love the things that I can talk about. I love being able to talk to people about what I do for a living and the fact that I like to empower women and to talk about dating and all of this. And I find that some people maybe would feel like, oh, like, I don't want to talk about my little weird things because I just don't think people are interested. You'd be surprised how many people are interested. Just wear the things that you do very proudly, and other people will follow suit in respecting it. I'm telling you, wait and see, wait and see. Okay, the next thing to feel confident, have that inner sexy vibe, something that's gonna really get you there, is to romanticize your life. Now, I know this is quite a trendy topic recently about romanticizing your life, doing cute little luxury things, but this could literally mean anything. There is, to me, a way to do everything in a way that seems beautiful. We all have to live, right? It's not our choice that we're here. Like, no offense to our parents, but like, I didn't ask to be here. But now that I'm here, I want to make life worth living. A lot of us are busy. You could be a mom. You could have a crazy hectic 9 to 5. You can have a partner who drains you. You can be always running around, have ADHD, don't know how to stop. This is your chance to really just slow down. For me, romanticizing your life could literally mean anything that makes your life more enjoyable. It doesn't have to be just luxury things. It could be slowing down, taking a nice hot bath. It could be walking on the treadmill while listening to an amazing podcast about affirmations. It could be pouring, you know, a beautiful glass of wine for yourself and watching your favorite TV show. It could be writing in a gratitude journal. It could literally be anything. Buying yourself flowers, fresh flowers every week. It could be organizing your fridge. Whatever makes your life feel sexier, worth living, more beautiful, more fun, that is really why we're here, right? We want, or at least for me, I'm gonna speak for myself. I want my life to be worth living. And sometimes we can get caught up. We can have a lot of things going on, and it's gonna naturally just make us insecure. I know for me, when my house is a mess, I stop taking care of myself. I start wearing sweats because my house is a mess. Like, everything ends up being like a snowball effect. And then what ends up happening? I'm not confident. I lost my confidence in myself. I hate the way my house looks. I need to take care of this, that, and the third. When you slow down and you just try to attend to the things that are bothering you, this will help you feel more confident and radiate that. I know for me, what makes me feel sexy and confident is when I slow down. That is really, to me, like the key. For me, I like to make sure that I go out to dinners. I love taking myself out on dates. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I go and I sit at the bar by myself. I am the queen of sitting at the bar by myself, and I do it because to me, it's romantic. I dress up, I look beautiful for myself. I take myself out on a date. What's amazing is that I'll meet people along the way. I'll sit next to this, you know, amazing girl group who there's like 3 older women who are having a great conversation, and they want to talk to me, and now I'm networking and enjoying their time. I'll meet someone who has the same birthday as me, and we're talking about the vacations that we're gonna go on. Like, literally, the amount of people I've met, and every time I do it, I never regret it. I always leave the bar or like the restaurant feeling so happy and just so rejuvenated. So that's personally how I like to romanticize my life, but figure out what works for you. I'm telling you, you're just gonna feel that much better. Okay, a huge part about having like that inner confidence, feeling sexy, growing as a person is speaking things into existence. I do believe heavily in the power of the tongue. If you are saying things that are negative, if you say things like, I hate all men, I'm never gonna be rich, why is my house such a mess, why can't I get it together, and you're just always kind of having like this never-ending conversation of negativity, I think your life is just gonna stay the same. For me personally, what really helped me gain inner confidence was believing in myself, was counting on myself, was betting on myself. Once I started doing that, my life really did change. I found that my relationships with my friends became a lot more united and just better because I wasn't comparing, I wasn't, you know, not living in the moment. Like when I live in the moment, enjoy my time, and just really feel good about who I am, I find that everything in my life just kind of runs in synchrony. Is that the word? Synchrony? Let's hope that's the word. I just feel like everything is just very good, right? And for me personally, I was always like a fake it till you make it kind of girl, and I did it for a long time, and I really do believe that you can fake confidence for a while. I do think though, like I'm gonna try to help you by, even just in this video alone, to actually create real confidence, because faking it is great, and I did it for many years, but I would have to say that I'm in like that genuine stage of confidence now where I really do like myself, and I have a lot less embarrassment than I did years ago, because I think that for me, when I had lack of confidence, it really was like I was able to be embarrassed a lot easier. And now that I'm confident, embarrassment really isn't something that I feel. I don't feel that much shame surrounding anything I do. The decisions that I make, let's just say that they're wrong, I say, oh, it was a lesson, instead of, you know, cowering in a corner and being mad at myself and beating myself up about it and being insecure about myself. I genuinely feel like I am just super grounded, and I like the decisions that I make. So back to what I was saying, start saying positive things about yourself, start actually doing the things that are positive that you say, and you're gonna see a huge difference, I'm telling you. Okay, this is a big one. You need to create distance from those who make you feel not confident or make you feel weird about yourself. And what sucks is I know a lot of people are gonna comment and be like, but what if it's my family? Because I get that comment a lot. Listen, I get it. Family can be your biggest like hater, honestly, and it sucks. I really hear you. Create mental distance then. If you can't create physical distance, you gotta create mental distance. You have to allow yourself to just tune it out. It's difficult. I'm telling you, one thing I can say that comes with age is becoming less reactionary if you work on it. Key indicator there, if you work on it, because you can still be reactionary when you're older if you don't work on it. But I will say that when you're less reactionary and you just allow things to be and you distance yourself mentally from these types of situations, you completely check out and you stop surrounding yourself with people who make you feel weird about yourself, you're gonna feel so much better. I remember hearing from one of my girlfriends, she said she didn't know she was pretty until college because people made her feel ugly all throughout high school, and I was like, what? And it's crazy to think that who you surround yourself with will really make you feel a certain way about yourself depending on who they are. And it's sad to hear a beautiful, vibrant, incredible woman tell me this, because I'm like, what? I can't believe that this is, you know, what your life was like. I mean, personally, that's not my story. I'm very grateful, but I can only imagine that if I was surrounded by people who made me feel terrible about myself all the time, what that would do to my mental health and what that would do to my own version of myself. But I also have to note, and this is important, know thyself. And what I mean by this is, if you don't know yourself, then you're gonna allow everyone else to tell you who you are. And that's not good either. You need to figure out who you are so that when other people try to tell you who you are, you're like, you don't know me. And that's the honest truth. I think a lot of people who are struggling with identity issues and they're struggling with trying to figure out who they are and what they add value to and how they can really, you know, propel their life in this way or that way, and then other people start to interject in their lives and tell them about themselves, they start to believe it. I don't believe what people say about me anymore if it's not true, because I know myself. I've worked on myself. I've done, you know, countless hours of therapy. I've worked towards becoming a better woman in every way, shape, or form, that if somebody tries to tell me, oh, you're this, or oh, you're that, and it's a negative thing that's not true, I'm not not really gonna be as pressed because I know it's not true. But if you don't do that work, you're going to just fall for anything somebody says about you, and that's not good. Okay, this is a huge one for me that helped me bring out that inner sexy, confident side to myself, was loosening up and not being so uptight. I remember when I first started my YouTube channel and I wanted to have like this prim and proper, perfect, like version of myself. So prior to starting my channel, I remember I like wiped out my Vine because I was so petrified that anybody would find Vines of me like drinking and smoking and doing bad things, and I just wanted to make this cookie cutter life. And now, like looking back, hindsight 2020, I'm like, oh my God, girl, you were living. Like, I wish I still had those videos because they were funny. And I think that when I got to a certain age, I just decided I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care if you like me. I don't care if I'm crazy. I don't care if I let loose, if I get drunk, if I do something that's not normal or perfect all the time. I'm an imperfect person. The whole part about being human is being imperfect. And I think that when you loosen up, you're not so uptight, you're not so picture perfect, that's when you become more confident because nobody can knock what you already own. I own that I'm like that, so what you gonna say now? Like, and I'm not encouraging bad behavior. What I'm encouraging is for people to just be authentic and not feel this incessant need to be perfect all the time. I think our parents ingrain in us like this definition of like, you know, being like politically correct and super prim and proper, and depending on who your parents are, of course, but like, and it eventually like manifests into like somebody being like extremely hidden and secret about their genuine authentic self, and I just don't want to be that person. Like, I'm cool with like slip it up, I'm cool with like not being perfect, and I think that that makes me more confident knowing that I'm able to wear that proudly. Food for thought. And a huge part about being confident and really letting it radiate is to be able to laugh at yourself and not take yourself too seriously. This kind of relates to the last point, but I really encourage you to allow life to just run its course and to do its thing. It's not, you know, your place to be perfect. It's not your place to not make mistakes. We are meant to make mistakes, laugh at your own pain, as Kevin Hart would say, and move forward. There's nothing better than just like owning, like for me, I could have dated somebody, really thought it was great, it ended terrible, and it was like a train wreck, and like I just laugh at it. Like I'm like, like that was funny, and like I actually mean it, rather than like beating myself up over it and like becoming like an insecure weird person because of it. I genuinely like trust myself, so if I make a mistake, like I know that it was just because that's just how life is, and I continue to move on and grow from each experience, and I just don't take life too seriously. Like, it's better, like you get hurt less when you take life less seriously. Like, I'm just giving you the truth. And I wanted to also mention to do things to improve like your image of yourself. Like, and I don't mean like your physical image, because today we're talking about inner confidence, how to radiate that sexy inner aura that comes from within. So we're not talking about appearances. But what I'm saying is to improve like the image of yourself, what I mean is how you view yourself. So for me, like when I tapped into like hobbies and things that I really enjoyed was when I started becoming more confident, which means going to the gym. I'm not talking about my physical appearance and going to the gym, but it's like that mental strength and knowing how to work out now. Like, do you know how dope it is that I was like the girl who in gym class would like get a ball to hit me in the face during like, you know, like kickball, and fast forward, I know how to do like shoulder press and leg press and like RDLs. Who am I? Like, I'm so happy that I was able to like create something for myself. So that's what I mean about improving like image of yourself. Like, do things that you're gonna love, tap into that inner child, develop a hobby that you love. I love to paint, I love to work out, I love to take care of my dogs, and yes, I consider that to be a hobby because dogs are a whole thing in itself, a whole lifestyle in itself. And just becoming like a multifaceted queen. Like, just do things that make you feel good. Like, I know people who started, you know, taking language in their adult life, and now they know how to speak fluently in Spanish. Like, I think that's really cool. Like, I wish I could do that. I can do that, but I won't do that. But it just depends on what it is. I think that we start to love ourselves more when we start to just do things that make us happy, that make us, you know, that we're good at. There's nothing better than being good at something and knowing you're good at it and always wanting to improve it. It's amazing. Like, I don't know, guys, like, I'm telling you, it's just gonna create confidence beyond your wildest dreams. You're going to be like, oh my God, like, I really, really, really love that I can do that. Like, I feel that way now. I do. And like, even me, like, random little things that make me confident, embarrassing enough, is like that I know how to drive. Like, when I was dating my ex, I never drove. So for the 7 years we were together, he drove me around. When we broke up, I remember I called him like a week after we broke up because I had to go to like my first appointment, which was super far away. And I remember being like, I don't know how to drive. Fast forward to a year later, which is now, I love driving. I'm good at it. I can park my car. I can drive. I'm like, yes, look at me. It feels good. It just feels good. And just like little things, just like getting good at little things will just boost your inner confidence more than you think. I'm serious. Okay, and the last thing that's going to help you become confident, create that sexy aura, really attract people to it, is to establish healthy boundaries and higher standards. There's nothing better than a woman who knows what she wants, knows what she likes, refuses certain treatments, and continues to keep it pushing when she doesn't like how she is being treated. For me personally, when I don't like something and it's not serving me, I leave it alone. I go and I move forward with my life. I don't look back. I don't waver. I don't, you know, I just never look back, and I really just keep allowing myself to grow. I think a less confident version of me would stick it out, see what happens, try to get my lick back, try to seek revenge. No, I'm not doing that. Like, I literally leave when I don't like how I'm being treated, and I think that that just comes with inner confidence, knowing yourself, loving yourself, and just not wanting to be treated like shit. And so for me, like, when you create and establish those boundaries, you're gonna attract people with the same level of boundaries and standards. People who are gonna just get it. And the people who don't get it, you're gonna see them on the way out, and don't let the door hit you. Goodbye. I just think it's an amazing feeling to have those boundaries. It's going to boost your confidence when you create those with yourself. And if you have to, write them down. You know, it's important that we do write things down, and write down exactly what you want for yourself and how you want it. And I'm telling you, it's just going to make you feel that much better. I swear. Okay guys, I hope you really enjoyed today's video about boosting your inner confidence, gaining that sexy aura. And yeah guys, I love you guys so, so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.